Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Christy. Welcome, 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 everybody. It is Tuesday. It's journal time, and it's giveaway night. So I'm super excited. All my names are in here in my penny box. Yes, I got this for a penny. And I'm going to have my husband come in here and pick a winner toward the end because I want people to come on. But today, when you come on in, say hello. We are still celebrating 3 years. We have a few more days left in the month before this. Hello, Becky. Before the month is over. So today we are going to reflect a little bit on the last 3 years with you guys and the page, and we're going to do a little bit of journaling in here and the grand prize. And I'm going to kind of show you some odd things that you can actually use in your journal that you may not think of. So, hi, Marlene, and Becky's here. Okay, but first, while I wait for people to come on, I didn't really talk too much about not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, the day after Thanksgiving. Wow. I am just thinking how thankful I am. That's what that means. Thank you for opening the craft box, Marlene. So hello from Kentucky. Hi, Becky. I know your name is in here too. So I was doing the day after Valentine's Day, I was doing a Galentine party for my son's girlfriend and her dear friends, and we're gonna do a little spread about that. But hi, Estella, and I wanted to show you what we did. So basically, we did this little party, and Liz made some food, and I came with all of my supplies, and I made them all like little treat bags, and they had their name personalized on them. And I gave them each like a very small journal, and I gave them stuff for just some goodies, some straws. Hi, Christy. And the first thing we did was we made ATC cards. So these are the 2 cards that I made, because they're in Gainesville area, and that's where the home of the Gators. I made a pink gator. I actually have this stamp, and I stamped it out, and I was showing them how to make ATC cards. So there's my first one. And then this was my second one. It was just like a silly little collage that I did with this is like a little shaker card. These are stickers. And hi, Lucy. Hello, Terry. So, and it says, get it, girl. And then we put them in the little sleeves. So these are the 2 little cards that I made. My daughter did a really good job. She made 2. They're on I forgot them. They're on my desk, but in the front room. But basically, we had a lot of fun, you guys, on this little Galentine Day party. It was really fun. So then we took a break, and we had a little bit of a bite to eat, and then we did a little journaling. And unfortunately, there was a really big storm coming, and I had a 2.5-hour drive home. My daughter was with me, but still, I wanted to get home before the rain. So I didn't get a chance to do any journaling. I just was kind of helping them and giving them some supplies. So I gave them a stack of supplies, and we had a lot of fun. And I'll be posting like a little video on that. I just haven't had time to edit it. I feel like I'm chasing my tail sometimes, which is why I'm a little late. Christy actually ate dinner before coming on. I am feeling okay, Lucy. I feel very tired. Like I'm always chasing my tail, but then again, that phone has been nonstop ringing. So when I'm done with tonight's live, I'm actually going to sit down and relax. Hello, the Southern Belle with Debbie. I'm going to actually go relax, and I'm going to, if my husband wants to pick something on TV, it's totally fine. I'll sit with him, and I'm going to do a little bit more journaling because I need to get caught up. So if you are new here, on Tuesdays, some Tuesdays, not all Tuesdays, we do journal time. I call it Journal Time Tuesday because there are many different things that people do on Tuesday, and they give it a little name and stuff. It's just something that I started. It's not copyrighted or anything. So most of my journaling inspiration comes from the wonderful community over on TikTok mainly. Hello, Sharon. You're not at work. I need to call you. How are you feeling? So I'm going to go ahead and do a spread with you guys, and we'll go over, it's nothing real fancy. I'm going to look over some mail, and we're going to put some mail in there, and probably about halfway, I'm going to call my hubby in here, and he's going to pick a name. So you guys, I don't have the actual craft, but I posted it on my page. So the winner of the favorite craft that all of you guys voted for, with 8 total votes, was the little Peter Rabbit case with the little Peter Rabbit jacket and the little head of lettuce. Hi, Cheryl. You're feeling a lot better. I'm so glad, Sharon. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. So whether you voted on that or not as your favorite, everybody who voted at all got their name in here, which I double checked all the names to make sure everybody's fair. If you won one of my little giveaways before, you still are eligible to win the big one. So I did not send any of that out yet. I'm just going to kind of wait until the end to pack it all up. Hi, Tanya. My goodness, you guys are all here to learn. And I honestly don't have anything seriously planned, but I will show you guys some other things that you could use. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I want to work on this. So we left off with, I think it was my sister-in-law's birthday in here. That's as much as I got done. I'm going to be doing more journal prompts and things. Oh, we left off on here. See, this is going to be my spread. So this was my sister-in-law's birthday. She wanted to go to the fair. So we actually celebrated this last week, and her birthday, my husband's nephew's fiance's birthday, and my other sister-in-law birthday. Both my sister-in-laws have birthdays in February. So we had a little party and I was out of town. So if I'm behind, that's why. But we did a little fair spread, and then you guys, I saw the Wienermobile was there, and I have the little sticker. It says, I saw it. And I asked them for an extra one because I'm like, oh, I'm a junk journaler. So, oh shoot, I have stickers in the car too, and I totally forgot about those. But that's okay. And then this was a little bit more, my sister, she scored a 160 on the skee ball game, and you needed a 180 to win the prize, but she's never done that before. So I put her little score up there. And these are like the little pictures that we took. So anyways, I think I showed you guys that before, but if you're new or just tuning in, you guys can see that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do a page, and then we'll kind of see where we're at, because I'm excited to do the winner, to do the drawing. So I'll kind of show you, I'm going to go through some happy mail that I got. And then we're just doing like a red background today. I'm just going to do kind of like this, and then we'll cut some other pieces up that I have or that I received in the mail. Now, I will say, when you're doing a journal, if you don't have like solid pieces of paper, that's okay. You can collage all of your stuff, but you do want to start with your bigger pieces first. Those should always go in the back. Even when you're going to be doing something in a journal, say a little golden book journal. I know I'm talking in that direction. Sorry, guys. Hi, Kimmy. Is this journal for you? Yes, this is my personal journal. I'm just sharing the ideas. So, if you're going to be doing like a golden book journal, sometimes you'll find these, and I'm actually working on some, you guys, if you're interested. But sometimes you'll find them where there'll be like maybe part of the story that doesn't make much, not that it doesn't make sense, but that you're not interested in. Like, I don't know, what is this one? Like when the bad guy chases, you can always cover that up. You can cover up whatever you want. If you don't want to cover it up, you would just pick one of the other pages. So this is like my very first journal that I ever made. This is my little Dory one, or my little Nemo one, Finding Nemo. And you don't have to keep it like this. You can cover it up or whatever. You can't find these books anywhere? Really, Tanya? Tanya, are you looking for certain ones? Just PM me, my friend. PM me when we're done with here, and I'll see what I can find. I have been starting my little collection, and truthfully, I do thrift quite a bit, But I know every time you go to the bins, people are picking these up. I mean, they're posting about it, so I know they're out there. But some of the crafty friends are actually having sales and stuff. But PM me, and I'll see what I can find for you. So this is also like a little pamphlet because I live in Florida, and it's kind of like sea-based, like the ocean and stuff. This was a little pamphlet that just kind of like, I glued it so it kind of pulls out. But you can use anything from the inside, but you don't have to keep the story the way it is. You can keep your favorite parts. And if it's a part that you don't like, you can always cover that. But this kind of supplies your base. When you're just doing a plain journal, like this is a regular book, it's more like this one is more like just like a sketchbook where it's all white inside. A lot of scrapbookers or journalists and things like that, they don't like the white. I don't necessarily mind it as long as it kind of is a little cohesive. I was a teacher and I have lots of books, but not golden books. Really, Tanya? Maybe you can do a book swap with somebody. I bet you people would be doing that. Yes, pamphlets are great ideas, Christy. Absolutely. Okay, so this was the other thing that I was looking at. Obviously your scrap papers, whatever you have, if you are making, say, a different project and you have scrap papers and, you know, you sold that product, or you had a couple printables that you were going to be in an event or something and you have extra prints, you can keep that print and put it in your journal so you have a memory of, you know, you can take a picture of like your little craft that you made and keep a memory of all of your different crafts. A lot of us, it's hard to part with things when we create things, and I find myself like that problem, like, oh, I like this and I want to keep it for me. But we can't keep everything, obviously. Us crafters know we can't keep everything. So it's just a nice way to like store what you created. And it's almost like your own portfolio, like, but it's in a creative way. So that is another idea. The other idea is, you guys, don't sleep on these pamphlets, because what is the book you are using? I may have missed it. Oh, the book I'm using today? It is just a regular sketchbook. Kimmy, it's okay. I found this sketchbook from Five Below and it was already fabric covered. Now just know, there are some amazing fabrics right now at Dollar Tree that you find in the little rolls. This is not one of them, but I'm telling you, I found one today or yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I found one that's really close to this. And you can cover any book with fabric just by using Fabric Talk. 60 ATCs? I'm hooked. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Tanya. I have an old bookstore near me. They have tons of books. Oh, yes, absolutely. Check the older bookstores too. Sometimes you'll find salvage bookstores. And actually, one of my friends on TikTok, she lives by me. And she mentioned one today in her live that's near her. And I'm like, well, shoot, that's near me because we live near each other. So I'm excited. But I just covered the front with just printables. This is my self-love. It's like puppy love. So it kind of goes with my theme, with my tree. So that's what I did. And I just used some rickrack and I just used Fabric Tack. Now, I know I saw a post today about Fabric Tack being expensive. Yes, it is. It is a little pricey. I don't know. Some people have said other glues work. The art glitter glue does not dry as fast, in my opinion. But for paper crafts that you're just going to let sit, or like, you know, go make dinner or whatever, that's fine. Tacky is fine. But this is what's really going to stick fast and be a good hold. I haven't had any problems. All of my journals, the insides, the rickrack, everything is this. But I saw someone today, you could use a coupon at Michael's. And I think the larger bottle like this is like $6 at Hobby Lobby. So, hi, Melissa. Hello. Dollar Tree has journals to remake. Yes, they do. And you can cover them with anything you want if you don't like the cover. The only thing I would suggest is with Dollar Tree, sometimes you want to test the book out. You know, flop it around a couple times. Just make sure it's not going to fall apart on you. Yes, I do love Fabri-Tac. Hi, Lindsay. Use the scrapbook glue sticks. Yes. Or the ones that I recommend, you can find on Amazon. It's time for Christy to order another bulk set because I've been giving a lot of these away. And whoever's my grand prize winner tonight actually will be getting a 2-pack of the wrinkle-free one. That's really good to use with napkins. So napkins is another thing, which we might actually put a napkin in here. Linda, I've got some Happy Meal that I'm going to put scrap in here too. But don't sleep on these because these, you guys, could use, they're a little bit bigger than some of their 6x6 paper. You can cover it. You can even use wrapping paper. And you can kind of make your own little, and these are also good for sleeves. Like you could turn this upside down. Like I'll show you just a quick example. This is almost the right size. So you can make like a little pocket. So sometimes you'll get different inserts. Check everything you have. Like this came from a tag from something. You could easily put this in a journal. I have a Happy Meal box. Remember when they had the Squishmallows? I have a piece of a Happy Meal box. Whenever they have these little Squishmallows, I actually go through the drive-thru and I get 2 Happy Meals because I get the toys for my puppies because they're little and they love the little. My Coda especially likes the little toys. It's easy. I think it's more comfortable in his mouth. Chloe doesn't care. She'll play with any size. So just a little thing. And then the other thing that I found, and I found these when I was in Orlando a couple months ago. They were at the Goodwill. They were $1. I think they were like leftover. You know how sometimes the big store chains, they donate things to Goodwill. It's cheaper at Walmart. Yes, thank you, Becky. It is cheap at Walmart. I did see somebody post that. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. These are actually Valentine's Day wine bottle sticker labels. So you guys are going to laugh, but honestly, that could go literally in the middle of a spread and you just put stuff around it. So I'm actually going to use one of these tonight to show you. And I don't know if whoever saw my video today that I posted, your dog likes them too. I know, they're so cute and they're so little. Your granddaughter loves Snoopy. I got a book today to make her. Oh, that is an awesome idea. And you know what, you guys? I know it's like only spring, but by the time we get done with like all of our crafts, it'll be summer before you know it. And I think when I first started this page, I made a journal and I can't find the video anywhere. And of course, Facebook deleted it. But I made a journal about summer journals and logging. And it is so important that we get the kiddos involved with this too, because if you have nieces, nephews, whatever, give them a journal to write in this summer. I gave my daughter one, and every once in a while she'll put some pictures in there and she'll write a little bit. It's not necessarily always for writing. You can just put pictures and it's yours. You do whatever you want with it, but it gets your kids excited to, you know, read a book, have them put the book log in there from the library or whatever. It gets them reading. It gets them doing something that's not screen time. And I say this while talking to you through a screen. But it really sparks their, you know, because they lose some of that during the summer. I know my kids did. I wish I would have made them do more journaling when they were, even the boys need it sometimes because it gets them writing and learning their, my grandma used to say arithmetic. But I don't think anybody I know has used those words in so long. So let me show you what I mean. You just don't throw away your scraps, whatever you do. So you can use one of those tape runners. I don't like tape runners. I'm a glue girl. So I'm just going to go right up the edges. Let me put my camera down now. So, because I'm done talking to you. Oh, that's too far down. Ooh, sorry guys. You went for a ride. So I'm just going to go up the edges a little bit and on the bottom. It's okay if there's a little gap there. And I'm just going to put this little piece of scrap paper here. And then I'll cut the edge off. And now I can decorate this separately and then put it in my journal and we have a pocket. We now have like a little pocket for our stuff. So that's another thing that you can do. And we're just going to go ahead and keep going and do it. We're just going to do it. So these are the little labels that I made, everybody. You've been trying to get my 10-year-old granddaughter to craft with me, but nothing. Just keep doing it. Just make it fun and interesting. You never know. And some people don't like it, but it's okay. Helped me so much when my mom passed. Hospice recommended it, but I want to get back to it. Yes, Tanya. And, even special memories like that. I hear you. I can totally understand that, Tanya. So these are the little labels that I made, and I'm going to actually put that in there. And then this is the little thing I made. I think I'm going to go ahead and open. We're going to do a bigger spread so I can show you guys how this can just kind of lay across. You don't have to do it symmetrically either. It's totally up to you. I like to do things a little different. Now, you don't have to take this part off unless you're going to put something on it, which you probably will. But this is all going to be about the Galentine party. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. Now, a lot of times you can get involved with swaps. There's plenty on Facebook, I have found. But my dear, dear friend, Linda, sent me a little Galentine package recently. And I have these stickers and these napkins. And she gave me some words. So I'm going to try to pick some of my stuff from in here. I think I'm going to use a couple of these words, and I think I'm going to do a napkin. So let me just kind of pull out my stuff. So big stuff will always go on first. So that's what we're going to start with here. And I'm just going to kind of see where I want this, because I think I'm going to put this under it, but I don't need the full napkin. Linda, these are so cute. Do you guys see these napkins? They're so cute. Now, when you do napkins, just like you do any type of Mod Podge or decoupage on wood or whatever it is, you always want to make sure your plies are pulled first. Now, say I am only going to use a corner of this napkin, which I pretty much am. I'm going to go ahead and cut it first. So that way I can fold the rest of the napkin up until I'm ready to use it again, because it's easier to store that way. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out this little square. Or triangle. You guys, I don't know my shapes. This little piece. You love the napkins. So glad you can use what I have sent. Oh, thank you, Linda. Of course. There's some stickers in here too that I'm probably going to pull one too. And then Easter's coming, so we're gonna do Easter too. And of course now I can't fold this back the way it was. Does anybody else have that problem? Like, how did the store? There, I think I got it. Maybe not. I don't know. It's okay. So a little tip. You guys probably already know this if you've watched lots of crafters. I'm just gonna put a little piece of tape and pull it. Some people use Mod Podge, but I'm just going to use the tape. And a lot of times that will take off the ply. Just make sure you're at that last ply. Now, let's make sure I have that specific glue stick. And let's see if it's in here. Ah, there it is. So when you're doing... Put glue stick on your finger too. Yes, that's another good idea. I've been finding the tape works really well for me because my fingers are shot. Okay, so this is the difference between these. So this is a Scotch permanent glue stick. I love this, love this. This is what the giveaway is going to have, but it has the wrinkle-free glue stick. There's something in here that makes it not wrinkle. And even this one is really good to use too. So either one, but I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to kind of decide how I'm going to put this right now. And then I do want it in the, I think I'm going to put more toward this side and then just lay this one here. So let me go ahead and put my sticker on first. Remember, your big stuff goes on first. Chrissy, I should copy that for you. I actually made that myself. I was playing around a little bit in my creative program that I have. If anybody uses Canva, that's what I used. Okay. trying to see if I can get this started. I may have to use the tape for this one too. Actually, I'm wondering if this even has, this might not have the sticky on it. Some labels are different. Hi, Nina! I think it goes like this. So this one doesn't have a sticky. That's okay. We'll glue it. It's fine. Some labels do and some don't. You would love that? Okay. I'll make a copy for you. And I'll put it in your little package because I know I got something for you. I've got all of most of it done. I've got all of them done. I just have a couple more things to put with a couple more people's things. All right. So I'm just going to glue. The main thing is that you glue the edges because that's what's going to keep it down. And if I'm saying something that you already know, that you've heard me say a million times, I apologize. I'm just trying to teach people too. All right, so I'm going to do it at an angle. Now, it's okay if it doesn't stay. And I have my little bone folder to kind of help me along. So you just want to kind of put it to that crease and then push it out. Okay, perfect. So there's that. Now I'm going to put the napkin over here in the corner, and it's going to be great. Now, I will say, would you use double-sided tape? Yes, that could work. Now, the only thing with the double-sided tape in a journal is it is going to make it thicker, right? Because it's going to pounce off, or not pounce off. You guys know what I mean. I'm not good with technical skills. It'll be thicker. So the more things that you're going to put in here, the harder it's going to be to close. But I guarantee if you get through the rest of the book, it's already going to be like this anyway. Most people put a little ribbon or something to hold the book together, and some people even install things on the end. I didn't do that with this book, but it's not to say that I still can't. Now, when I do my napkin, you guys, I can put a little bit. I'm going to hold it and just kind of go with the napkin, and I'm just going to get my edges really good. But honestly, I'm just going to glue this to the actual, I just want to get my edges down, but I'm going to actually just glue this. I eyeball about the shape that it is, and I'm going to put my glue down on my paper. And you can do Mod Podge, but it's going to get really messy really quickly. And if you're going to use any type of Mod Podge on your journal, use the paper Mod Podge. And even then it's going to get wet. So I'll show you. We're just going to kind of, just like we would if we're laminating something, we're just going to keep those air bubbles out. So what I'm doing is I'm starting at my bottom, and I'm just kind of going up very gently to get my airs out, to get my air bubbles out. Oh, it dries over time. Okay, that's, yeah. That's good to know too. I didn't know, I don't think I knew that, Linda. Thank you. Linda's good at what she does. She's a very good crafter. One day I'm going to get her on here live. Ooh, look what I did. Look what I did, everybody. I didn't check the ply, but that's okay because now we can work with this. Since it's already on there, we can't really remove it. So I'm just going to kind of get my edges down. Christy didn't double check, so let my mistake be your lesson, you know? Was it today? Somebody did a journal. It was on TikTok. Somebody did a journal, but they accidentally was sewing 3 signatures in their journal when they meant to do 2. So they ended up sewing a ephemera folder into the actual journal, which is an actual genius idea. So see, sometimes mistakes are okay. And it does not have to be perfect. If I see a little piece that's kind of coming up, I just kind of go in, because this is really, it's really sticky. It was flatter the first time, but that's okay. All right, so now I have this. Now I have that. All right, now I have some other things that I wanted to put in here. So we're going to take some washi tape. I'm going to show you how to do a little piece of fabric in here. I do have a little wooden piece that we can glue in here. And this is my picture of all the girls and corals in there at the Galentine party. Now, when you go to any type of like little get together, like sometimes, you know, you guys are familiar with like the Tupperware parties, the 31 parties, all of the Avon parties, all of that. Sometimes you get like a little prize or a little pamphlet. You could just make it really fun and do your thing, do your own thing. All right, so now I love this image so much. Hi, Robbie. We're going to do our drawing soon. Whenever I call my husband in here, he'll do it. But we're going to journal a little bit first. I still have some stickers here. But I loved this image and I had to print it off. It's all of these like little vintage like chocolate boxes, chocolate heart boxes. So I think this is going to be the background of my frame. And this is what I mean by that. I kind of want us like in front of that. But actually, I'm going to go a little bit more because we don't need to see the cabinets. I'm going to cut off Liz's cabinets. Liz, if you're watching, sorry I cut off your cabinets. But we did decorate. You see the little bow back there? We had like a little chandelier with like streamers. We can put streamers in here too, but... All right, so I'm going to put that there. So this is going to be the little Galentine party. And then I have this piece of scrap paper. I'm going to chop this off. And I'm going to hide that little sticker right there. So we're going to just kind of put that like that. And sometimes it's helpful to start laying things down and see how you like it first before gluing it. Like I want that heart to pop like right there on that paper. And then we can put a little journaling pocket or whatever we wanted. Like I can put my little name up there because that was the little name tag I gave to everybody. Oh, and this was another thing. So my mom gave me this, you guys. She has these little stamps. Isn't she cute? So I'm going to put her in, I'm actually going to put her in black and white like that. I think I'm going to put her over here. She kind of looks, well, no, she looks cute there. So, Mom, I'm using your little image in here. I see you. You like that image too? Isn't it cute? You guys can find the greatest stuff on just Google Images. So, I've got the little mushrooms in here, which we did work with mushrooms. Look, I should have put a squirrel on there because you know how many squirrel moments I had at the party? Squirrel is definitely going on there. Okay. So I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put that one there. And then if we are seeing little spots that we need, you can always put stickers and stuff on. But I'm going to glue what I have here. So let me just move my pieces. And if you're anything like me, sometimes you forget where you move the pieces. So you can keep it nearby. Easter napkins you're wasting. You have Peter Rabbit? I have one Peter Rabbit. I have one that looks like Peter Rabbit, but it's not. And I have one small print Peter Rabbit. But that is what I've been working on lately. So I'll probably include it in case somebody buys that. You never remember to do that? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm getting better at certain things, but okay. So I am going to keep this loose because I'm going to go down under here because I have this piece lined up here too, if you see this. So I'm going to go in and lift it up a little bit. Yes, Christy's definitely due for some more glue soon. But whoever the winner is of my giveaway, you're getting 2 whole glue sticks. So that should last you a little while. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Now, if you don't like these raw edges, and when I say raw, just like the straight edges, you can always go in with your, I got a little bit of glue there. So hold on, guys. Sometimes it'll break off in a little chunk, and you just spread it in wherever you want. The corner edges, if you don't like them. Like, I'll do the corner edges on the girls. So this was a lot of fun, and it was so funny because I talked to Liz afterwards. She's like, they think you should do this like all the time. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't, you know, I don't do it all the time, but I would love to. But, you know, I need a job to support my bad shopping habits, you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm not that bad. Most of the stuff I buy, I'm giving it away anyways. Like, I went shopping for some of that grand prize today. Absolutely love it. Okay, and then this is just a very thin little wood piece. I'm gonna glue it. You can use Fabri-Tac if you want. I'm just gonna glue it with regular glue stick. It'll work. I haven't had a problem with mine yet. Now, if you're gonna open and shut this book a whole lot, I would do a little bit more secure glue, but I'm just going to corner it right there. Just like that. Now, I don't know if I want to color her in yet, but that's the beauty of this. I'm not going to cover her, but I'm going to put her down, and I can go back and color her if I want. Sometimes black and white, you can make yourself your own like little color me journal. Like, you can just do like an adult coloring book type thing. Okay, so now we got to find that little squirrel because we definitely had our squirrel moments. And I'm going to put the squirrel up here. I'm actually going to put him in the corner where this white is, and it'll be okay. That way you can kind of see it. So now I can use that white space to write something, and I'll just do that off camera, but I'll probably just write Galentine Day Party with the girls in Gainesville or something. Now, the cool thing about this is I can make a little pocket like this. I can make it smaller, of course. And I can actually put one of the little ATC cards that I made. I can glue it in here if I wanted, or I can put it in the pocket. So I had bigger pockets. These are quite small. Or you can make your own pockets. It's really up to you. This is why you need a little scrap bin. I have a big gallon-sized bag with a bunch of scraps in here. So I'm actually going to take this, and I actually might put it at the top of this one because it kind of mimics that. I like that. And then I could even use this and make myself a little pocket here going this way to hold my card. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll show you what I mean. We'll move this out of the way. You do need some space when you do this. I will say, things were kind of like all over the table. But I learned something, you guys, because I've never done anything like this at somebody else's house. So I learned, you know, what I should or should not do. So I'm going to measure this because I'm going to take that all the way to the bottom. I'm going to use that little scoop that's already there, but I'm going to just kind of make it a little bit smaller. So I don't need it that far up. And then I'm just going to go straight down this way. It does not have to be symmetrical. You can if you want. Now, just to give it a little bit more cuter life, I guess, I'm going to round the corner edges. So now I can glue this in, and we could do it either way, but I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to just glue the very edges of these 3 sides and leave that open to put my cards. And when you do this, hold it up in the air so you don't glue all over the place, because sometimes I do that. I'm not perfect. Just make sure you use enough glue too. Now, if you're wondering, why do these pictures look weird? They are colored copies of the pictures. I felt like I didn't need an actual photo. A photocopy of the photo was fine for me. But you guys do you. You love it so much. I'm so glad. Okay, so we're going to push that down. And also, use your tools. You don't need to get a paper cut. Nobody wants a paper cut. Okay, where's my little card? I'm going to put this one in there. So I'm just going to kind of stick it right in there. And if you find that it's still not good enough and it's not holding, because this is a little 3-dimensional, you can put a little piece of washi tape on the sides just to give it a little bit more hold. Hello, Krista. Hi, Lucy. You like it, Lucy? I'm so glad. I'm here just giving you guys ideas, and I'm liking it because at least I'm getting my stuff done that I wanted to get done, which is the journaling part. Sometimes journaling does not always have to be written either. You can journal. Hi, Cindy. How are you? You can journal with pictures. You can journal with, hi, Kathleen. How are you? Are you healing up, my friend? You can journal with pictures. You can journal with Happy Mail. You can journal with just about anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be all written stuff. Okay, so I'm just putting that there. So there is my spread so far. So you got this, and then that was from the party. All right, now I'm going to put a little mushroom in here because we did talk a little bit about mushrooms at the party. So I think I'm going to use this one because it's just kind of sticking out to me. This was in my Happy Mail, and I'm going to go ahead and put it over here by my little girl here. So I added a little bit more something to it. Now, if you guys don't want to glue everything, you can always find printables. Like this was actually a sheet. Almost ready. Yay! I'm so excited. Old cards from others. Yes, absolutely. I really eventually, I'm so busy all the time, you guys. But I want to take some of these crafts, like I was saying earlier, and the pictures from them, and really put them in a book so I can have my own portfolio for me. Make a napkin journal. I have so many small books that would be fun. It would be fun to have. Yes, Mom, it is perfect. You guys, I'm going to give my mom a Hannah's an applause. She was very busy this weekend doing some amazing things with her getting herself organized, and I'm so excited and happy for her. Okay, you guys, you see what's on here, right? I have to do it. It's a little weenie dog. This was like on Google Documents, like Google Pics. And I took the whole thing and I printed it off. But what I was going to say is you don't have to print it off on just regular paper. You can buy sticker paper and print it on there. And then you can cut them off and give them away as stickers. I feel like a little kid again with all these stickers. It's so fun. But stickers are already fun. So I'm going to add this to my book. And then I might add a couple more into the later pages, like throughout the book. But then I'll have some Happy Mail. Like, who wouldn't want a cute little image like that? So I think I think I'm going to stick him right here. He's so cute. This is a dog, right? Yeah, it's a little weenie dog. At first, I saw the ball and it threw me off because I thought it was a seal. But no, he has ears. That's definitely a weenie dog. Okay. You know me and my weenie dogs. I love them. I collect them. All right, so I'm just going to glue that image on there. And then I wanted to show you a piece of fabric. So I found this. Hello, Bex. How are you? I've got some good news, Bex. 100. It's been cooked and children served. Said our prayers and they're eating. Yay! Awesome, Melissa. Now you get to focus on the craft, on the crafting. I'm exhausted from 2 days in a row. I dozed off watching you tonight. Sorry, you're not boring. That's okay, Mom. I know. Okay, so this was left over from the little heart I did. I did the Raggedy Ann and Andy heart a day. This was a little scrap that I had. So I'm actually going to put this in the top of my journal here. Now, I'm going to make it just a little bit more straight. And I'm going to cut the little tiny end off because that's going to be hard to glue. So I'm just going to cut it right here where that little box is so I have something to put my glue on. And I'm just going to, I'm literally just going to glue it to the top. So it's just going to go right there. And it's okay if it's a little, you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily perfect, but it's okay if it's a little wrinkled. I am going to use the wrinkle-free glue though. Hopefully you guys are getting ideas on what you can do. Like say you have like a piece of clothing. Now, I'm not saying don't donate the clothing, but I'm saying if you have a piece of clothing that doesn't fit you anymore and it was like something you had forever and it was so meaningful, you can take a clip of that clothing and you can craft other things with it, but then you could keep a little piece in your scrapbook. You could do that with doilies or lace, maybe something that your ancestors owned. And I'm use your tools, use your fingers, whatever you have. And now I have that on there. Okay, I'll show you how. See how that is? And you can add some more. I have some news. I'm going to be doing my first live on TikTok. Oh, when, Bex? I have to see. I have to come on. I will be starting with chenille stems crafting and quilling ATC cards very soon. Oh, what? I want to see, Kathleen. I'm so excited. You guys, I have a plan to do sort of a tutorial for you. I want to take my scraps and kind of put them together like a quilt and make like baby scrap quilts, but with paper. Oh, Friday. I don't think I have anything going on Friday. You'll have to tell me what time. I can't wait to see Bex. Okay, so let me see what I have as far as Happy Mail goes, because I know I got some recent things. I think I got this really cute. My friend Natalie, she is so sweet. She's been making ATCs and she sent me one, and she sent me a really cute card. So I did already journal that though. So I have that one. And then I have this one. This one, I don't want to say my addresses. This one came from a friend of mine, Monica, and we did a trade. We did a swap. So I gave her a whole package, but she gave me some Disneyland stickers and things. And look at the postcard, you guys. Oh, you know I love this. So I definitely want to scan these before I put them in the book. But I might put one in my book. I'm not sure. But she did send me, these were extras in there. They're like little pieces of paper. This is the Disneyland collection. I think I'm going to put one of the pieces in there. And it was from the Disneyland 70th anniversary. They had like a whole sticker pack. I'm thinking the pink might look really cute on this. That one's not coming off because it's kind of stuck, but This one is, ooh, I think I'm going to put, oh, she gave me 2. Okay, perfect. I'm going to put this in here just to fill in this space. What I love about this, you guys, I'm going to show the other one. Oh, and there's a little Mickey. She gave me 2 of these too. So I'm going to put Mickey, I think, up here. But it's got all the rides on here. Can you see that? It's got the, sorry, I can't see. Okay. So it's got Animal Kingdom, which is in Florida. I'm confused about that. The Jungle Cruise, 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They have the Dumbo ride, the Teacup. It's very, very small. And the little race cars. And oh my gosh, Peter Pan is on here. And Space Mountain. Do you guys see that? It's so cute. Okay, that's definitely going in the journal. Woo! Definitely going in the journal. I'm going to put Mickey up here too. Because that came from my friend Monica. So I'm going to put that in here. I hope I'm not boring you guys. I think it's time we need to do the drawing, right? Are you excited? Now, I really wish I could shop for all of you and give you all something. But I promise there's more to come with this whole thing. I am super excited. And you guys know my love language is giving. So I will definitely be getting more little giveaways here throughout. Our next goal is 5, because we're at 3K, even though we're at 3 years. That's what really this is about. It's 3 whole years of crafting with you guys, and it's been a joy the whole time. Honestly, I absolutely loved it all. I'm not going to use that there now because I put that there, but that's okay. Isn't it so cute? Okay. But like I said, this is just my way of thanking you and always being here for me. You guys can spend your time with anybody else, but you guys choose to spend it with me. And I try my best to keep you all entertained. I am going to put a little tiny bit of glue on Mickey because he is a Post-it note, so he's only sticky up here. I just don't want him to rip. So I'm going to put we're going to tack him down there permanently. And then I'm going to use just a part of this. So now I can write down my new friend Monica. And then this will be my Happy Mail / Galentine spread. And we'll add stickers and stuff here in 1 second. We're not done yet. I'm trying to see if my husband went outside. Honey, are you there? Oh, do you want to come do the drawing? Oh, yay. He's going to come do the drawing. Look, I found a cute little flower. I kind of want to put it there. All right, you guys. Should we do a runner-up? I'm going to do a runner-up and a grand prize. So, I'm going to do the grand prize first, so everybody gets a shot at it. And then I'll do a runner-up, just so you guys know it's fair in here, I promise. Okay. I got all the names printed on a piece of paper. I did it professionally, y'all. And Thing is going to help me. All right, I'm not looking. Pull out a little tiny name. And then you say the name. Who won?
Becky Schnorna.
Becky! Becky! I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I know you're on here. Yes, good luck to all. Becky Snorruss, I think it was. I may have spelt that wrong. Becky won. You won the grand prize. You have to, oh yeah, we're going to pick a runner-up, but you have to message me your address so that I can send it to you. Yay, Becky! Okay, I'm going to do a runner-up. I don't know what it's going to be something good. It's going to be something good, I promise. Yay, she's on here. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Everything but congratulations. Everything but congratulations. Congratulations, Becky. And I know you've been on my lives and everything. That's just been awesome. Yay, Becky. All right, this is the runner-up. My husband's being stupid now. All right, who's that? Misha Bailey. You know who that is?
Misha.
Misha. You know who that is? That's Melody's friend that we spent the weekend with in Melbourne. That's Misha. Misha, you're my runner-up. I'm gonna send you something, dear. I know what I'm gonna send you. Yay! Congratulations. Okay, so Becky, message me your address. I'm probably gonna have to message Misha because she's not on here. Yes, thank you, husband. Thank you, wonderful husband. Yay, Becky, I'm so excited for you. I hope you like all your stuff. And of course, if it's not something you're going to use, just pass it on. Just kind of how I tell everybody to pass it on. Yay! This is so fun. I wish everybody could. That's why I tried to do so many little giveaways this month, because it's my, it's the page's birthday, but you guys are the reason why the page is existing and doing great. So I'm just excited. I wish everybody can win something, and we'll get there. If you just keep following, I'm telling you, you'll have a chance. Okay, so I'm gonna add a few stickers to this, and then I think we'll call it a night, unless anybody has any questions. Wait, I had a special. Throw your questions in the chat while I'm deciding what I'm going to put on here now, because I had some stickers. Christy, I'm going to probably copy that for you and put that in your thing. I have a little piece of scrap. This, we can put that in here if we wanted. You guys can decorate these pages however you want. I am just here to inspire. Okay. Where's my little stickers? Ah! I wanted to use some of these because it goes with our journal theme. So I got these at Dollar General. And I know we're doing Valentine's Day, but we're still stuck. Yay, the Snoopy socks. Yeah, you love Snoopy? Oh, that's good to know. I know I got some little Snoopy things around here. I'll put in there for you too. Okay. I know I'm going to put, because Liz actually has, I say it's just my little grand doggy, but Liz actually has a little weenie dog named Charlie. So it works because she was there too and she was so cute. So it just kind of works with everything. So I'm going to use a couple of these stickers, and these are just really fun to just kind of put really anywhere. The only thing is, when you put your sticker down, don't put, especially like a 3D sticker like this. See how this is kind of raised? Don't put it exactly in the middle. Just put it over to one or either side. Otherwise, your sticker's going to get messed up and it won't stick. So I am going to put it over on this side. And what I'll probably do is journal a little bit here and a little bit here. But I'm going to use one more because this is really Charlie right there. She always jumps up and stuff. So I'm going to put that over here. Yeah, that's good. We'll cover Mickey up too. So I like to put like stickers around, and you'll see when I was doing my tags, the raw edges of things, if they're square or pointed, I like to kind of hide those with other stickers. So like we'll put, oh, because this is Happy Mail, so we'll put our little envelope here. We'll put our little envelope to the corner here, because that was Happy Mail. And then this was Happy Mail. So I'll put that there just to kind of hide the little corners. I want to put something there. I'll put something there. So sometimes it looks, your spreads look neater when you have something that is kind of hiding that corner piece. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. you guys will make your own. It'll make sense when you start doing it more. I'm so sorry, I'm all over the place, you guys. There it is. I was like, where's all my heart stickers? Okay, and I know a lot of us are done with Valentine's Day. I personally am working on my self-love journal, so I'm not. But look, we're going to be doing St. Patty's Day next. Yes, congratulations to the winners. Okay, I thought I missed something. All right, so I'm going to put a few more on here just because I wish I had one that said, "You're a cutie." That says text me. That's a smiley face emoji. Awesome. I'm going to put awesome down over here because it was an awesome day. And these, you guys, are old. Now would be the time to look at the stores to see what's on clearance. Probably last week was the best time, but you know, you guys, I didn't get to go out too much afterwards because I was very busy. All right, so I'm going to put a few more stickers on and then we'll call it a night. So I don't see any questions in the chat. If I missed anything, put it in the chat again so I can see it. And then if I don't see it live, I will try to reply. So I definitely need to get going though on my self-love journal. So if you guys are wondering what the self-love journal is about, I'll tell you just a little bit why I'm putting these last stickers on here. So I have been journaling for probably close to a year. I think I started in May. So, and then I started kind of introducing myself, watching YouTubers, watching TikToks, and just kind of getting my own. I don't really have a style, unless you guys think I have a style. I don't know if I have a style or not. But I just started learning from seeing other people do it. And here's the best thing about this. There's no right or wrong. Nobody's going to tell you did something wrong. And if they do, you come talk to me about it because I'll tell them. I'll be like the older sister in the schoolyard. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Missy. Missy, we just did our drawing. And Miss Becky, that's in the chat here, won. I'm so excited for her. Okay, I'm putting this over here in the corner, the coffee, because we did have coffee that day. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we did. And you guys, when you start learning more and getting into like your groups and things, you'll start to kind of get your own style and what you're used to. So I'm going to journal about my happy mail here, and I'm going to journal about my Galentine Day party. And then somewhere on here, I'm still going to add my little name for my name tag that I made. Oops. Little name tag. That got stuck to the paper. And then here's a little pocket example. So another thing, when you do these pockets, it's quite big. There's my little one. If you have a hole punch, do you see where it's like halfway when there's actually, most hole punches have this. Halfway down the side, you'll see like a little line. Do you see this little line right here? That tells you when it's halfway down, and this is what you would do with it. Obviously, you want to do with it when it's not on the pocket already, but I'm just going to do it and show you. So you're going to line up your paper. Can you guys see that? You're going to line up that paper with that little line, and that means it's halfway. Now, obviously, this part is up to you. You want to make sure it's straight. But this helps. It guides you. And then now it's a little bit easier pocket. So you can easily put things in and out of here. Like, let me do my little card. See? So that's another little thing. So if you find these, you can sometimes find these in thrift stores. I've seen them. Just be on the lookout. Always look in your office supply section, and most thrift stores have them because they'll have things like this or hole punches. You can even use like maybe not a tiny little punch, but like a regular hole punch. You can put that on like the corner. Like I'll show you. See how that makes it like a little decorative look, and it almost looks like a ticket. It almost looks like a golden ticket. See, like the golden ticket. Here, I'm going to do it at the bottom so we can see what I'm talking about. Because you guys are probably like, what the heck does she talk? What does she mean? Looks like a ticket. You'll see. See how it looks like a golden ticket? Ooh, a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one would be really cute. I just had that idea. They pop in my head. Did not know that about the circle puncher. You didn't? Oh, Miss Tracy didn't teach you that yet? I have not been able to catch her, Kimmy, but I'm dying to see another tutorial. I still have to do her bow tutorial. I think that will have to wait till next Tuesday. So, but thank you for bringing that up. I'm glad you guys learned something. I hope you guys learned something, or at least got inspired tonight. I think I'm going to go journal a little bit more tonight and just kind of relax a little bit. And I'll be getting your goodies out probably by Thursday. Everybody's little goodies will be out. So all the giveaways will be sent. And Becky, make sure you send me a message with your address. I have to message Misha because I'll gather something up for her. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. But I'm going to go for the evening. It's been a very tiring few weeks at my job because a lot of things have changed. So thank you, Sue. And we're just really busy now. So as much as I love to do this, I obviously, need my job. Loved making the hearts. It was fun. Oh, yes. And Miss Sue, I'm going to probably post yours. Let me make myself a mental note of that. I meant to post your picture of all your hearts. If you guys have followed me through the series, I have one more to go because I'm that behind. But it's a special one, and I'm going to do that one tomorrow. Thank you, Christy. I know. Can you tell I need some rest? Girl, I don't know what I'm saying right now. Let me make myself a mental note. A mental note that I'm going to write down. So I'm going to post Miss Sue's pictures of all her little hearts that she made. Absolutely so sweet. She did so good. And I'm also going to post on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of those. We're going to do a flip through of all of them. So if you missed any of them in my series, they're all on my TikTok. They're all on Facebook. And they're videos, so they're not deleted. That's why I've been doing it that way. And I'm going to do a flip through of all of them. So you guys get to see all of them at the same time. So I'm going to post your hearts. So in case you guys are inspired or want to make more, you guys can always, look for ideas. And I'll post Sue's because she said I could post hers. And then we'll talk a little bit more of the self-love journal part. Basically, they're prompts on how you can learn to love yourself, and you can do whatever type of prompts. I'm not making any specific ones. You guys can really follow. There's a lot of people that do great ones. I follow Kitchen and Kitsch and Miss Leah with Thrifty Day. Those are mine that I've been following, and I'm behind, of course, but you don't have to do it every single day. You can do it weekly, monthly, whatever makes you feel good about yourself at the end of the day, because that's what's most important. So, like my lovely friend says, remembers who you are and whose you are. So, I love you guys, though, and thank you so much again for joining me. I really adored our little time together and our spread, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. Bye, guys. Love you.